there, dear Runeterra community, and welcome to my very first video of Legends of Runeterra on my channel. General disclaimer, by the way, I am completely new to the game. I have been really getting into the game about like a week ago. Well, I think at this point it's almost like 1 week and a couple of days ago. If you don't know me, which probably is the case, I come from my background in terms of card games is, well, back in the day, played some Magic, obviously, just like every good boy should. Then the game that I've spent the most time on back in the day was actually Pokemon. Loved the trading card game. And then the most recent one that I've played is Spellweaver. You probably never heard about it. Loved that game, but ever since I started playing Runeterra, that game has just been completely antique. It feels old. It feels really bad compared to Legends of Runeterra. And I've been playing this game basically non-stop right here, Runeterra. Also won an expedition, by the way, so pretty glad about that. So since I'm new to the game, what you can expect from me is a bunch of budget decks usually, and then, you know, as time progresses, obviously I'm gonna get into more heavy decks. I already spent some money on the game also, you know, make the game a little bit more pretty, get some champions, you know, all that good stuff. But what I'm gonna show you today is a budget deck actually, and it's called Shadow Isle's Last Breath. The link to the deck as well as the code will be in the description below. And by the way, for the games that I played, I'm gonna use games that I played from my stream. Basically the same thing, the same format that Mega Mogwai does. Awesome guy, by the way. So for this deck, by the way, it is my favorite. Like, Shadow Isles is my favorite faction, and my favorite archetype, I would say, is definitely Last Breath, because there is so much stuff you can do with Last Breath. It's ridiculous. So this is basically the deck list. So what are our win conditions? For the early game, we have a bunch of 1-drops, as you can see. We have the Aristocrat, obviously one of the best 1-drops in the game, I would say. If he dies, Last Breath. By the way, I also explain a little bit of the... if you're new to the game, I also explain a little bit of the stuff while I play the game. So if you're new to the game, you can also learn with me as well. I know a little bit of the game as for now. So yeah, this guy basically one of the best 1-drops in the game, because when he dies, that's what Last Breath is. Last Breath triggers whenever a creature dies. So, when this guy dies, he summons a Spiderling, which is this beautiful thing right here, which is a 1/1, so he basically replaces himself when he dies. We have a Precious Pet, which is fearsome, which means only creatures with power 3 or more can block him, so he's pretty good early on, pretty beefy. And then we have Warden's Prey, little bit similar to a Hapless Aristocrat. When he dies, you create in hand another Last Breath follower from any region that costs 3 or less. Could be anything, could be any region, obviously. He doesn't spawn the best ones, however, and obviously the upgrade that Aristocrat has is that it spawns directly on the board, whether this guy just, you know, you have it on your hand, but then you can play it whenever. Then we have the Cursed Keeper. Now, this guy, by the way, goes hand in hand with the Ravenous Butcher. What the Ravenous Butcher does is he has a 0 mana drop, 3/2, and to play him, you have to kill an ally. This guy is a 1/1 and can't block. However, if he dies, you summon this beautiful thing, an Escaped Abomination, which is a 4/4. Basically, when the enemy starts and it doesn't have a play, and it's your turn, you can play Cursed Keeper into Ravenous Butcher, and you have 7 damage on the board on your first turn, which is fucking ridiculous, and I love it. So this one is a pretty good combination. Then we have Glimpse Beyond. Kill an ally to draw 2, because no one in their right mind would actually block this thing. So you can get like 1 damage in, and then you can kill it, and then you have a 4/4 on the board. Even though you should do that before, because, you know, making 4 damage to the face or to a creature is obviously better than 1. Then we have Legion Grenadier, which his Last Breath ability is deal 2 to the enemy Nexus. We have Onslaught of Shadows. Let me check if we have, because I'm not entirely sure. There is a spell, however, or there's a creature rather, that we can summon with Warden's Prey, which is like an let me actually check if I can find him. Yeah, this guy. We can summon this guy. This is by chance, obviously. This guy is a 3/1, ephemeral. I think I explained that also while I play it. Is basically means it dies after your turn is over or after it has attacked. So this thing does 3 damage. If it is blocked or if it is not blocked, doesn't matter, it dies. If we summon Onslaught of Shadows, which summons 2 of these guys, we also summon the Shark Chariot. Because as you can see right here, Last Breath, the next time an ephemeral ally attacks, revive me attacking. So we have these 2 guys going face, and then also the Shark. But that is obviously by chance, because we don't know what we get from the cursed keeper, from Rawdon's Prey, from this thing. We don't know what we get. Then we have Mist's Call, which is pretty good. Revive a random ally that died this round. Obviously, if we, let's say we had a play where we killed off the Cursed Keeper with Ravenous Butcher, and we still have 3 mana left, so we can use, and we have another Ravenous Butcher on hand, maybe. We can use Mist's Call. It is a random ally, but only 1 died so far. So we can use it, we get another Cursed Keeper, and we can kill that with the other Ravenous Butcher that we might have on hand. And then we have basically 14 damage in 14 damage on the board. Pretty damn good. Then we have Phantom Prankster. Now this thing is basically what holds this deck together and what makes this deck even more amazing and even more deadly. When another ally dies, which is the whole premise of this deck, deal 1 damage to the enemy Nexus, which can't be blocked, by the way. So every time we kill something off, the enemy takes 1 damage. And the beautiful thing is, these actually stack. So if we have 2 of these things on the board, 2 of these little girls, then he takes 2 damage to the enemy Nexus. If you can't remove it, you're basically dead when this, as the longer this card is on our side of the board. 3 drop, so we can also drop this pretty early on, but usually the enemy has removal. The other win condition that we can have, we don't necessarily need this out, as you can see in the games, by the way. We have the Undying. This thing is awesome. It also can't block, but it also, as the name implies, can die. The last breath ability is revive me the next round start and grant me +1/+1 for each time I died. Basically, we can play this, deal 2 damage to the face. The enemy doesn't want to kill it, obviously. We can use the Ravenous Butcher, then it comes back the next turn as a 3/3. We can kill it off with, where is it? With Glimpse Beyond, and then we can also comes back. What we also can do, by the way, is we kill him off, and then we use Mist's Call. We get another 2/2 Undying, and the next turn, we get the Undying that just died. So we have 2 Undyings on the board. One is a 2/2, one is a 3/3, because the other one died previously. Ancient Crocolith. That also, you know, pretty much explains it. To play me, kill 2 allies. Basically, if we have, like, best case scenario, we have 2 of these guys out. And then we play the Crocolith. We get 2 4/4s and this 7/7 on the board. Pretty damn good. And then, one of my favorite cards in the game, by the way, is Chronicler of Ruin. Kill an ally and then revive it. Best case scenario, again, we have the Cursed Keeper out. We kill it with the Chronicler. We get the 4/4 right here, and we get another Cursed Keeper that we can then again, you know, kill off. And if we have the Phantom Prankster, then out even better. And then we have the Ethereal Remitter. Kill an ally to summon a random follower from any region that costs 2 or more. And the cool thing is, if we summon a follower that we think, okay, he's not that good, and we have another Ethereal Remitter out, then we can kill that again to get an even bigger follower. Also pretty damn good. And then we have the Subtlegeist. He also fits in this whole premise pretty well. Reduce my cost by 1 for each ally that died this game. And you know, a 5/5 fearsome, which means he can only be blocked by creatures with 3 power or more. But he's usually a late game drop, mid game drop, maybe. Depends on how well we drew. He also comes in clutch most of the time, and he can really help you out. And as you can see, by the way, we don't run any champions, so it is a really budget deck. I don't know exactly the cost, like how much, but this is one of the first decks that I actually got together. So it's not that hard actually to get it, because, you know, also in terms of granting cards and granting shards and stuff like that, the game is pretty goddamn generous. All of these cards are either from, well, 90% of the deck is basically from Shadow Isles, and then we have Legion Grenadier, which is, what was it, Noxus, as well as the Precious Pet is also from Noxus, and these things you should have, like, in the beginning of the game anyways, if you just started out. So yeah, that was the deck tech, and obviously I have some games prepared for you from my very first stream in Legends of Runeterra, where I played this deck, and I can show you the strength and show you, you know, how to basically, how you can play with this and how many different win conditions you have. Best case scenario, as I said, is that you have the Phantom Prankster out pretty goddamn early, and the enemy doesn't have any kind of removal, because that is what you're kind of lacking. If he actually attacks it, you don't really have a way to, you know, counter that. You don't have any barriers or stuff like that, or denies, because you are not in that, you don't play that region. that has these spells. So you are really kind of reliant on getting the Phantom Prankster out. But even if you don't draw him, or either if he gets removed, you still have a lot of other win conditions, like basically the Undying, or just killing off the Curse Keepers for like pretty damn beefy 4/4s. So yeah, that was it for the deck tech. Hope you enjoyed it, and enjoy the games. Everything's well. We play against... Who do we play against? We play against Team Solo Judas Double J. Sure thing. Let's mulligan this down. And I'm also gonna expand a little bit if you haven't played this game before, by the way. So we're gonna play the Precious Pet. There's the greeting, pretty good. So that means he's a good guy, usually. So yeah, Last Breath is basically like a thing that triggers when a creature dies, and we're gonna kill our own creatures, and we're gonna do it with, obviously, with a lot of value. This guy right here, for example, deals 3 damage, has 1 HP, and his Last Breath ability is if he dies, we deal 2 damage, yep, to the enemy Nexus, which is his overall HP. Fearsome, by the way, right here means he can only be blocked by creatures with 3 or more power. I'm gonna play this guy. When he dies, he summons a Spiderling. And this guy is my absolute favorite with Last Breath. We kill an ally and then revive it. So which means if we kill this guy, we get a Spiderling and we summon him again, which is pretty damn cool. This guy has Tough, which means he takes 1 less damage from every source, so he gets 0 damage right here. But I can block it, I get value out of it, I get the Spiderling, so... Which is another 1/1, which you can see right here. That's value. We don't take damage. He gets a little bit of a boo-boo, and we are good. Okay. This guy is freaking dope. Because when we killed we can play him after we killed someone. So he has 4 mana. He can play a spell with the mana that he has right here. This one is gonna get depleted first if he happens to play a spell. I'm gonna play this first. Could be that he also plays a creature now. Or a spell. If I would just attack right away, then he can't react. He can only like play a burst spell or just counter. He can counter this though. And if he doesn't block this, which he should. I mean, he's losing 1, but he only takes 2 damage to the Nexus. And if he doesn't, I'm just gonna play the Chronicler, kill him, and get another copy of him. If I don't happen to draw another creature. But we're gonna see. Challenger. So, that sucks a little bit. And he actually survives when he blocks the Grenadier. But he can't block the pet. Well, let's attack. Gonna keep the Spiderling back for the block. Okay. This one, by the way, benefits tremendously, obviously, from us killing our own creatures, because he costs 1 less mana for each ally that died. And obviously we want to kill our own creatures anyways, so this thing usually costs 10 mana, but every time something dies, it's -1 mana. So we can get down to 0 if we actually kill 10 creatures in the game. Well, that kind of blows. I can take 2 damage, I think. I can keep... Yeah. Maybe I keep the Spiderling. Well, he has elusive anyway, so I can't block him. Elusive creatures can only be blocked by other elusive creatures. Not sure why you would do that, though. So I could play Chronicler and revive the Spiderling, but obviously that's not value. I could get the Precious Pet back with this. But nah. Not really worth it. It's 3 damage, and he can't block it so far, since it's fearsome. But I don't think that would be worth it. Maybe now it would be. Well, okay, if I use this, either I get the Spiderling, or... No, wait. I was about to say, maybe also the Grenadier, but no, I can't, because he died the last round. Previous round. Phantom Prankster is our meme card. Basically also our win condition, because every time a creature dies, one of our allies dies, I should say, the enemy gets damaged for 1 for each time a creature dies. So we're gonna take full advantage of that.
We fight for those who cannot.
Remitter would be definitely way better in this instance now. I could play this guy, but I'm gonna pass for now. He has to strike twice, yeah, in order to level up. Gotcha. That was the meme. Not drawing the best cards here, however. Could be better. Yeah, figures. Okay, he doesn't... What I was about to say, he doesn't have Challenger, because Challenger kinda destroys me, because he can actually, you know, try to get this... Try to get my little girl down. Yeah, sure. Whoops. Block him. He gets damaged for 1 damage. And I think I'm just gonna use Missed Call, get that Spiderling back, even though it kinda sucks. Yeah. We float the mana anyway, so might as well use it. So if we don't use up mana, by the way, it gets stored like right here. We can save up to 3. And if we use a spell, we can't use it on creatures, we can only use it on spell, the floating mana, the 3 ones that we have right here. Pretty cool system, actually. And whenever we use a spell, as you can see, it depletes this first, so we can still play creatures with the regular mana that we have. Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna play this guy. We create a follower from any region that costs 3 or less, so that's a little bit better than just getting the spider back. And she has Last Breath. That's pretty good. But we have to discard 1. Let's end the round for now. We float 1 mana, that's okay. Okay. The Horny Toad. Toss 2 and heal your Nexus for 2. And we can also, yeah, we can play this right away and then kill it. And also, actually we draw 2 as well with this one. So we're gonna do that. This one is also down to 3 mana then. So we can play that next turn, maybe into something else, we're gonna see. So I think I need some more blockers though. Like I could use this in order to kill it and then gain 2, but I'd rather play him so I also have a blocker on the board. I think that's a little bit more valuable. Remitter gets tossed. That sucks a bit. But we heal for 2. I can still kill this guy. But I'm gonna end the round for now. And then I'm gonna block next turn. Or this turn. Yeah, and I have Mist's Call, so I can get something back. Like anything that dies, basically. So if I kill this, and then play the Scuttlegeist, it should be pretty good. Because I have a 5/5 blocker out then. It's gonna strike again, I think. 2 elusives, so I can't block them. He gets damaged for 1 damage again to the Nexus, thanks to the little girl. We can see that right here, by the way, what happens when the spell goes through. Pretty neat. Grenadier. My god, yes, please. That is awesome. That is gangster. That is the best card you can get with the Prankster out. Because it's 3 damage to the Nexus when this guy dies. Block. Actually, like this. Block this. I actually don't need this guy, I think. So just get him, just block him. He's gonna level up anyways. So getting a little bit of damage through. I mean, getting a little bit of damage in on him. Well, he has regeneration, I forgot. Yeah. That's a meme. Elusive now, really. It doesn't change anything. I don't know why. That's 1 damage, that's 2 damage. That's 3 damage to the Noxus. I just need to draw the Croco. I think that should be pretty damn memeable then. So we're gonna play... Let's play the Grenadiers first. He still has 7 mana, by the way, that he can use on spells. One of which would be for Demacia, which is +3/+3 for all allies, I think. So that's pretty nutty. Okay. Sure, go ahead. So he did that so he can draw again with her next turn. He should also drew return. Yeah, okay, that buffs his Glendale duo, but only for the current round he already attacked. So if I draw the Croco... wait, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, if I draw the Croco, which I kill 2 of my own allies, then he's dead. Because this one deals 2 damage, this one deals 2 damage, 2 die, which is 2 damage from the Prankster, 6 damage overall. Draw the Croco, please. Top deck hero. There it is! The Croco! Yes! There we go! Memes! Croco! Power! Yes! What are the chances, actually? That was great. Play against Yosu99. Playing with that Freljord. Goddamn Braum could be a problem. Because I fucking hate that guy. That's it. Actually, it's Mulligan all. That's pretty bad for the beginning. We don't really have a curve. That... Yeah, okay. We go second. That's great. So with this hand, by the... Jesus. With this card, we have 7 damage in our first turn. Because I play this. Then I sack him. Actually, I'm gonna play this guy too. So this guy, if he dies, he can't block. But he has a 1/1. So if he dies, he turns into an Escaped Abomination, which is a 4/4. And I just trigger him with this guy because he costs 0 mana. So I can play him on my first turn right here. So let's do this. So this one is a 4/4, by the way. And this one is a 3/2. So that's 7 damage on the first turn. Actually 8 with this guy. So that's pretty damn... It sucks a lot for the enemy, but it's pretty good for us. That's the best. That's the best starting hand you can have. He's down to 12 already. Mom spaghetti.
Brothers born from battle.
That's also pretty nutty. He could still decide to attack. Well, it doesn't matter. I can block with my Abomination. If I would have like clicked on OK, then he couldn't even attack even if he wanted to, because he already passed. Well, that's fun. Oh my god, guys. This is just... Oof. It's not good for him. It's not good for him, I tell you what. Yeah, sure. Shock Chariot. Kinda good, not really in our deck, because we don't really play around it. We don't. This is the only ephemeral that we have. Basically, this one, when you attack with another, how is it called? Ephemeral, right? When you attack with another ephemeral and he's already dead, you just revive him and he attacks with them basically. So he's just out of the graveyard for that one turn. An ephemeral just die after the round you played them in. But yeah, this is the only ephemeral that we have, so it doesn't matter too much. Now I need the 4-mana guy that we had last turn. This is the one that I wanted last game, and now I actually want the Chronicler. He would be better now, because I could just kill this, and then it would get summoned back as a 4/4. It's kind of the same deck again. It's again a Garen. Not sure what is up with people, but I'm just gonna play the Shark, I guess. Yeah. Just play the Shark. Block this guy. Good times.
Another day, another fight.
I mean, it doesn't really help him out. I'm just gonna say it. I could play the Croco. Nah, I couldn't. Never mind. I don't have the mana for it. Yeah. It doesn't change much. He still dies to everything. What? Oh, well, I just blew it. I can't even block with this. I totally forgot. Do I just let him pass? Yeah, sure. Have at it, boy. Let's do it like this. Dies to everything. Only that deals 4 damage, and you know this one deals 3, so not much of a difference there. That's a sight for sore eyes. I'm not gonna attack though. For obvious reasons. Yeah, sure. What do I need? Like a Chronicler with... Okay. That's also something that can happen. I think I'm gonna play a Scuttlegeist though. I could play Scuttlegeist into Ethereal too. Sounds pretty good. Can't die ability. I'm just gonna block with this then. And Garen, if he doesn't attack now... Of course he does. I was about to say I'm gonna block with the Scuttlegeist. But then I'm just gonna do it like this. So this thing definitely... Oh well, this thing can't die, never mind. It doesn't matter too much actually. Yeah. Feels bad. So that's 2 damage to the face. Could have been more. If he wouldn't have attacked right away. Just play these for 2 mana, sure. Why not? So one is gonna get frostbitten. Let me check. I could get a Ravenous Butcher or an Escaped Abomination with these 3 mana that I have right here with Mist's Call, but nah. Nah. That doesn't sound like value to me at all. I have to Croco. Let's see. That's 2 damage now, because both of these proc, obviously. The Remitter. There we go. Okay. I could use this on him. Because it's like a summon a random follower from any region that is 2 or more. costs 2 or more, so I can basically get like a 7 mana one. And I can actually get the creature back. Let's do that. And just hope he attacks next turn. I'm pretty sure he will. And by the way, obviously, this is the max amount of creatures that we can have on the board. That is 6. Undying is awesome. That is 6. And if I just play another creature, it doesn't count as it being dead. I just replace the creature. Unless I play this guy, for instance. But I think... yeah, I'm just gonna play this. Yeah. Gonna kill these two. Yes. Lovely. If he attacks with 3, which he doesn't, then he would be dead, obviously. He's gonna draw 1. It's 2 damage. Remitter! 2 damage to the face! And now I just need one more creature that can kill one of my allies with, and then he's dead next turn. Unless there is something really weird. Like 3 decimates or something. And even that wouldn't be enough, it will only be 12 damage. That doesn't help. But if he just blocks one creature, he is dead, by the way. Actually, let's keep these guys back. We don't need to be too crazy here. And this damage goes through anyways, because this is elusive and he doesn't have anything to... if he doesn't have a spell that basically kills this, then he's just dead. Or that. Or that. You fucker. God damn it. I should have just attacked with everything. Maybe that was a little bit too high octane from my side, from my end there. Didn't really take him serious. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we won. Because it's a fast spell, even if he attacks, I just use this and kill one of my creatures. And 2 damage to the face. Boom, easy. Deadington. Unless he has Deny, which I don't think this region has Deny. Yep. That's a GG. And we even have this guy and the Chronicler, yeah. No way. If you can't remove the Prankster, you're dead. That is the premise of this. Saria. Going with Mono Freljord. So there's a lot of Frostbite going on, and also a fucking Braum. He can stall for so long, though, it's just not funny. I fucking hate this guy. Well, that's... that's something, I guess. I like the Prankster, I like the Cursed Keeper, but... I mean, all 3 value copies of them? Not sure. We act second, however, so we can drop him right away. But I don't know, like 3 Cursed Keepers, it's a little bit too much. Just a bit. You're gonna attack? Maybe not. Because trading into this guy is always a little bit of a... Maybe I shouldn't have done that kind of situation. This game, though. This game, though. I'm telling you. You got a spell? I mean, even if you do... Yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. He has a spell in hand with 2 mana. Maybe some Frostbite stuff. Maybe... Oh no, wait, he doesn't have Shadow Arts. I was about to say Wild Feast, which deals like 1 damage and summons a Spiderling. Basically this guy, only without the body. The body before the spider, that is. If I get a Croco, by the way. These 2 guys. Woo! Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, man, that's Freljord. They're kinda... Okay, he has Overwhelm. Which is trample damage. So that sucks a little bit, but we can deal with it. Usually it's a 3-3, but he played the Omen Hawk, which gives like, I think 2 allies. The 2 next allies in your deck, +1/+1. So he comes in as a 4-4 this time. This time around, just gonna jump block. 3 damage coming through to the Nexus, but we can deal with it. 1 damage to him. Shouldn't have done that. That's right. You heard the girl. Skullgeist. So I'm just gonna attack with the Cursed Keeper, for obvious reasons. And then, I'm just gonna hope that I draw a Croco in the next couple of turns, so I can just get the double whammy. 3, 4... Yeah, with a 5 bodies on the board then. That's fucking value, mate. So 1 damage is coming through because he's not gonna block this, because he would be insane if he would block this. Like, you'd rather take 1 damage than having to deal with a 4-4, obviously. And also take 2 damage in the process due to the 2 little girls here. So yeah, the best thing you can do is just let it go through. Yeah, either deal with the 1-1 or kill it, take 2 damage to the face, and, you know, and then I have also a 4-4 on the board, so... Just take the 1 damage, dude. I can't even block with this, so he's good. Yeah. I thought for a second he would actually block this or kill it. That would have been funny. But apparently he's not down with the fun. Aw. Come on, man. You suck. True, that's what Freljord has, yeah. I think... yeah, it might be like an Ash deck or something. Well, I have a 4-4 now that can deal with this. Unless he attacks now.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Deal with this nonsense, bruh. And we are, like, this is just value in the Last Breath deck. We also draw 2, so it redraws itself twice, basically. Grenadiers, there is the... Okay, there's the Croco. There is the fucking Croco, my friends. So we're gonna block this, I think, with the Abomination. Never mind. That's yeah. That was a thing that happens. Actually, let's look at this then. So he doesn't get damage through. Yeah. Yeah, because that overwhelm could be a little bit, dare I say, overwhelming. Can I play the Croco? I don't think I can. I can! Well, that's great. And this thing only costs 2 mana then. Because I killed 2. Yeah, something's happening. Something is afoot, my friend. How far away is she? She only has only frostbitten once. He might have, I think it was Avalanche, deals 2 to everything. Could be. Not sure if he wants to do that. Yep. Kroko coming through, boys. Kroko coming through. Don't think I'm gonna attack though. Can also play the remitter on him to get like a level 6 creature on the board. Which I can't. I have to kill something first. I'm not gonna do anything here. Best bet is either play the Scuttlegeist or the Grenadier. Yeah, of course. Let's play him. I have one more little girl in there. I think he killed 2. That's what they have to add to the graveyard, so I can actually quickly see that. Yeah, I played 2. He has some sort of spells, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's the first one, Frostbite.
The time is right. Strike now.
On me, Kroko. Doesn't like it seems. Okay. Eh. Another Frostbite. 2 out of 5. This looks like the basic Ash deck that you get from just leveling up. I think I can kill this off. Kinda okay. Also kills Ash. Zero mana 5/5 by the way. Pretty good. You're gonna block or frostbite the 7/7? Kill off the Scuttlegeist maybe with the Ash?
Lead the target.
Ah, okay. But you're still dead. She would have blocked the Kroko. He could have had another chance. But as you can see, by the way, even if they remove the Pranksters, you still have a good chance. You can still win, because your creatures are beefy as hell. And it is a budget deck. Can't stress this enough. It is a budget deck.